So there's a few things that happen to you after you turn 40, and everyone should know about these things before it happens, um, because uh, because then you won't be taken by surprise. Because that's not a good time to be surprised. Um, all of your exes, when you turn 40, they all get a very special voodoo doll of you. So whatever you did in the past to anyone that you dated, specifically that you dated, they all get a voodoo doll of you, and then you'll get these bizarre, like, 15-second debilitating headaches, um, for example, and you're like, oh God, oh man, I think that's Susan. I think Susan's got, oh, and then like these like pains in your joints where like someone has lighter fluid and, you know, a match, and there's just dumping it in your joints and setting it on fire, and then, it'll go away, and then it'll come back, depending on, what they're remembering, like their cycle of memory. And that's what it's about. It's their cycle of memory is directly attached now to your voodoo doll and your pain. So be nice to people, because we're haunted by the bad things we do, if unless we're sociopaths or psychopaths, and then we just revel in the bad things we did. But if we're, regular feeling human beings, we are actually haunted by the bad things we did. And we will be haunted literally by our exes having voodoo dolls. So be kind to people, be nice to people, don't screw them over, don't. It's not a good idea. I'm telling you, because when you get older, it's just yeah, don't do it. One of the other things is, I used to go way out of my way to feel like I do now normally. Like, in your 20s, you basically go seeking out experiences um, and drugs and alcohol in order to make yourself basically feel like you're 40. Like, I mean, if only you knew that you just had to wait 20 years, then you wouldn't. But, the hallucinating and, all of the intense feelings and everything, just wait. You don't even need to do that stuff, because it's coming. Maybe we do that to prepare ourselves for feeling perpetually hungover, even though, all we drink is tea. Maybe it's like nature's way of saying, like, here's what's coming, kiddo. Let's seek out experiences so that you know what this was like. And you can one day look back on it and say, oh, I used to actually look for this in the world. I used to seek it out. I used to pay money for it. Um, one of the other one of the other things that happens is, um, if you do get diagnosed with a chronic illness, like I did, I got diagnosed, I was feeling bad and kept going to the doctors and specialists, and I've never been sick before, and it's really like, unless your leg has been cut off, I wouldn't recommend going through this process, because you'll just, especially if you have insurance, they'll just like, man, they'll look for everything, and they will find things, actually, once they start digging around. Um, it's not a good rabbit hole, but then you get a diagnosis, and then you look at the websites, and the websites are like the most depressing things I've ever seen. They're like, you will lose most of your friends, and because people will get tired of you being sick. So just take it easy, because you could rupture your spleen if you do anything fun, and find a support group. Have a cup of tea. Just relax. Like, it's like you know, I grew up in Florida, which people jokingly call God's waiting room, and it's sort of like getting that kind of diagnosis is like that. Like, you know, you're screwed. Like, the website should just say you're screwed, and they're all like that. They're all like, abandon hope, all ye who enter here. It sucks. It really sucks. And I don't have anything. I don't have HIV. I can't get free theater tickets. I didn't get, like, the subsidized rent-free theater ticket virus. I got some other viruses that don't have fundraisers or art auctions or anything fun. Like, there's nothing fun about this. It's like having hepatitis. Like, Nobody even knows what that is, or that, it's actually worse than HIV. And the treatments are horrible. Like, nobody knows about that. I don't have hepatitis either. I'm not going to divulge what I have. You'll just have to like think of me as like a very diseased, very hilarious person with no face on YouTube, because that's what I am. That is what this it's not stand up, it's sit down. So I'm trying to do all of the things that I wanted to do, because, once you get diagnosed and you realize, the fuse on the bomb is actually, it's burning pretty quickly before the bomb goes off, the bomb being death. Um, you start producing. You start like really like, oh, yeah, you know what? I am funny, and I'm going to do stand up because I've always wanted to do stand up, except I'm going to do stand up in my, sort of chronic illness way. I'm going to like sit in my lazy boy and talk into my computer, and then post stuff on YouTube and get maybe, I don't know, 5 hits, which is fine. It's great. One of my videos, someone in Spain doesn't like my stuff. And it was like so great to me that someone in Spain was listening to my stuff. Like, it's such a compliment. I'm like, wow, someone in Spain that I've never met doesn't like my stuff. Like, which means that they listen to it, which I've listened to it. It's fantastic. That's like so, even if you don't like it, at least you saw it or you heard it. That's just so, I don't know. That's like magic to me. So, one of the one of the other things is, I'm getting ready for my sort of second wedding. And my second wedding is, we got married as soon as gay marriage went through, like, the first month, because they had a 30-day. There was like, California has played red light, green light with this gay marriage thing. Like, you can get married. Okay, no, no, you can't get married. Okay, no, no, it's legal. Oh, no, 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 everything's annulled. No, legal. Like, they've really been confused about our rights and what to do with us and all of that. So I don't know why. Who cares if I get married? As long as you're not marrying me, you shouldn't care. I don't care if you get married. Do whatever. So we ran like everyone else. We ran within the 30-day window because they had 30 days to appeal. And all these people were, running around trying to get married as soon as possible, waiting. We had to know someone 35 years. 35 years they've been together. 35 years they've been together. And they finally get to get married. So we've been together for 9. People are like, that's a lot. And I'm like, it is a lot, but 35 is almost my age. So, kudos to the people who've been together for that long and still want to get married. That's amazing. But we're planning a real wedding, because that was like you know, that was like running to the courthouse to get married, to make sure we got in under the wire in case they took it away from us again, since they've done the red light green light thing for so often. And so we're planning this big wedding, and I'm learning that my place is to just shut up. Like, I can be in charge of like the food and the booze, but my wife is starting to do, and her friends they're starting to do this bizarre thing that I've never seen before. It's like a body language thing where they put their index finger and their thumb together like the A-OK sign, except they wind it up in like a spiral. Like, and I guess it's to ward me off or something. Like, if I have an opinion about the wedding, they kind of look at me from the side and they do this thing like they're going to throw a dart at me. And it's really, they do this thing in a circle. They make this thing with their finger, and then they do in a circle, like, no, no, like, don't talk about this. This is my territory. You back off. It's so, and I actually literally will step back when that happens. And I've learned that once, and I've never seen in 9.5 years, I've never seen my wife make this sign with her hand. And I guess it's like a internal bride sign. Like, you need to back off, motherfucker. I don't know. It's like deep in her XX chromosome. Like, I don't have it. I've never done that to anyone before. I don't know what the hell it is, but I've learned that if a woman does that to you, you need to back off. It's like, scarier than pepper spray. You just know deep, that's her hood going up and she's about to strike. That's the rattle going off. So you be careful with that and just say, yes, dear. Go, get a cup of tea.